Prompt engineering, the secret to getting better results from ChatGPT. Have you ever wondered why two people can ask ChatGPT almost the same question but receive completely different answers? One person gets a generic response, while the other receives something detailed, accurate, and incredibly useful. The difference isn't that one version of ChatGPT is smarter than the other. The difference is the prompt. Today, we're talking about one of the most powerful skills anyone can learn when using artificial intelligence, prompt engineering. It may sound technical, but don't worry. By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly what it is, why it matters, and how you can start writing better prompts immediately. Let's dive in. What is prompt engineering? First, let's answer the big question. What exactly is prompt engineering? A prompt is simply the instruction or question you give to an AI system like ChatGPT. Prompt engineering is the skill of designing that instruction so the AI clearly understands what you want. Think of it this way. Imagine walking into a restaurant and telling the waiter, "Bring me some food." You'll probably get something to eat, but it may not be what you wanted. Now imagine saying, "I'd like a grilled chicken sandwich on wholemeal bread without onions with a side salad and a glass of orange juice." Now the waiter knows exactly what you're looking for. That's exactly how ChatGPT works. It doesn't read your mind, it follows your instructions. The clearer your instructions are, the better your results will be. Prompt quality matters. There's an old saying in computer science, garbage in, garbage out. If you give poor instructions, you'll usually receive poor answers. For example, suppose you type, "Tell me about marketing." That's an extremely broad question. Should ChatGPT explain digital marketing, traditional marketing, marketing history, marketing strategies? It has to guess. Now compare that with this prompt. You are a digital marketing consultant. Explain social media marketing to small business owners using simple language. Include 5 practical tips and keep the answer under 300 words. Can you hear the difference? The second prompt removes the guesswork. It tells ChatGPT who it should be, who the audience is, what topic to cover, what style to use, and even how long the answer should be. That's why we say, better prompts create better answers. Prompt engineering isn't about tricking AI. It's about communicating clearly. And honestly, this is becoming one of the most valuable skills in the age of AI. People who know how to ask better questions often get dramatically better results than people using the exact same AI tool. The formula for great prompts. So how do we actually write a great prompt? I like using a simple 5-part formula. First, role. Tell ChatGPT who it should become. For example, you are a university lecturer, or you are a software engineer, or even you are an experienced travel guide. Giving the AI a role changes its perspective and the way it responds. Second, task. Clearly explain what you want it to do. Do you want it to explain, summarize, write, compare, analyze? Never assume the AI knows your goal. Tell it directly. Third, context. Provide background information. Who is the audience? Why are you asking? What's the situation? Context helps the AI tailor its response instead of giving a generic answer. Fourth, constraints. Set limits. Maybe you want exactly 300 words. Perhaps you need beginner-friendly language. Maybe you want no technical jargon. Constraints help keep the response focused. Fifth, format. Finally, tell ChatGPT how you want the answer presented. Bullet points, a table, an essay, a presentation, a checklist, an email. The format often makes the difference between an answer that's useful and one that's ready to use. Let's put it all together. Instead of saying, "Explain cloud computing," try this. You are a university lecturer. Explain cloud computing to beginners using simple examples in approximately 300 words. That's a prompt that gives ChatGPT everything it needs. Weak prompt versus strong prompt. Now let's compare 2 prompts side by side. The weak prompt simply says, "Write about AI. That's all. It's vague. There's no audience, no purpose, no format, no instructions. Now listen to the stronger version. You are an AI professor. Explain artificial intelligence to university students using simple language, real-world examples, and bullet points. See how much richer that is? We've added a role. We've identified the audience. We've requested a writing style. We've specified the output format. The result is almost always more useful, more accurate, and easier to understand. A few extra seconds spent writing your prompt can save you minutes or even hours editing the response later. 5 powerful prompting techniques. Let's finish with 5 techniques that can immediately improve your prompts. Number 1, role prompting. Assign ChatGPT a profession or identity. For example, act as a financial advisor. Act as a career coach. Act as a software architect. This helps the AI adopt the right perspective and vocabulary. Number 2, step-by-step prompting. Instead of asking for only the final answer, ask ChatGPT to explain the process one step at a time. This is especially useful for learning new concepts, solving maths problems, writing code, or understanding complicated topics. Number 3, few-shot prompting. Show the AI 1 or 2 examples before asking it to generate a new one. For example, if you're teaching it a writing style or a specific format, examples dramatically improve consistency. It's like saying, "Here's what I like. Now create something similar." Number 4, chain prompting. Don't try to solve a huge problem with one enormous prompt. Break the task into smaller conversations. Research first, then create an outline, then write each section, then improve it. Each prompt builds on the previous one. This approach often produces much higher quality results than asking for everything at once. Number 5, refinement prompting. Perhaps the most important technique of all. Don't stop after the first answer. Ask ChatGPT to improve it. You can say things like, make it shorter, use simpler language, add more examples, rewrite it for business professionals, turn it into a presentation. Great AI users rarely accept the first response. They refine it until it matches exactly what they need. Conclusion. Prompt engineering isn't a programming language. It isn't a secret formula that only experts understand. It's simply the art of giving clear instructions. When you communicate clearly, AI performs better. Remember these 3 key lessons. First, poor prompts produce poor answers. Second, use the 5-part formula: role, task, context, constraints, and format. And finally, don't be afraid to refine your prompts. AI works best as a conversation, not a one-time question. The future belongs not only to people who use AI, but to those who know how to communicate with it effectively. So the next time you open ChatGPT, don't just ask a question. Engineer your prompt. Because in the world of artificial intelligence, better prompts create better results. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.